Alright guys, let's move on to some cutting. So, like I did on this one, if you remember, we're going to cut this side where this bar is. So, we're going to cut straight line here. We're going to cut the one that's down here. Okay? So let's go back to this truck. Let's move this out of the way. It's the bottom side. So, let's take these out. Let's start off with my 2mm. I believe it's a 2mm. Let's take this off. There we go. Take this off. Now we can start cutting. Now I'm going to leave this one alone for now, just so it doesn't move. So this has some depth to it. So let's cut that out. What's the best way to do it? This is where you guys can go. Do however you like it. Get handy. Use your Dremels, your saw, whatever you want. For the video, I'm just trying to do it a certain way, but maybe it's easier if you get rid of, disconnect everything. I remember going at an angle, it helped. Yeah, see? Small portions at a time. You do small skinny portions, it goes through like butter. This side, we're going to cut anyway, so why don't I just... These are my trusty little wire cutters. That's snapped off really easy. So let's go this way. You know, it's not easy doing this on camera. And with everything built. The first time I did it, like I said, I did it during a custom build when I bought everything separately, piece by piece. So I was able to fit the transmission into this plate all by itself without it being mounted on the truck. So I don't even remember what part hits. I remember it wouldn't go in. I think this piece comes up. That's where it hits. So let's just take all this off. Down, 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 because it cuts easier than across. There you go. There you go. I think the main purpose here is to get this flush, because this guy, I think it hits here. Actually, this one also. So let's just make it flush. I mean, you could try it without taking so much off. There's a little trial and error. I don't remember 100% of this. But this is the second truck I'm doing. What is that? That feels a lot harder right there. Okay. What I don't want is to do this, and then once I put everything together, find out that it's not closing. I remember that was one of the reasons why I cut all this off. I kept trying to put it in and it kept getting stuck. The transmission wouldn't go in all the way. That's when I found out it was hitting this little piece here. So let's keep making this perfect. Oops. Might have gone too far. Find out. I can still feel it. This is the part where many people might not want to do this. But if you ruin this, this is about a $10 part. I don't think you're going to ruin it. Remember, kind of straight. There we go. So this piece is off. Clear, clear, clear. Now let's look at the other one for reference. Oh, let's just make sure we're doing it correctly. I was about to say we did it wrong. I had the truck the wrong way. So, there you go. It's practically the same way. It's exactly what I did. By judging and looking at this, I'm going to say we're better off putting this in before we put this in, or else it's going to be a pain in the butt. I think I used needle nose pliers to hold that nut in while I screwed it in from the side. Maybe we should do it later. That's a little process that's better to do because we got to make sure this works first. So, this little guy, that side. Remember, you got this hole, this hole. See, this is why. This one, and this one. Let's move this over here. Get all these cables. These cables, put them to the top. Line everything up. You got this hole, this hole. I think you gotta go in this way. Turn it. It drops right in. Now we could do one screw really quickly. Just to make sure. I want to spin it around without a problem. Let's make sure this is all the way in. I'll put one screw really quick. There's a whole lot of thread, but I'm tightening it all the way. Now we can spin it. Everything clears, except here, if you can see it. I can't see it. I'm gonna run my blade through it. See? That hits. Now that I remember that, let's take it back off. We gotta mark it. We gotta take a tiny bit off of that. But that's the diameter. See, this is an exact diameter size of this, so I can't make this any smaller. It's such a tiny bit amount. Maybe I should adjust it and make that tinier. For now, we gotta cut a tiny bit off. We can actually do it while it's in here. Tiny bit off. Ooh, the screws there. I can feel it on my blade. Take that out a tiny bit. So let's take that off right there. That's it. They cleared it. Can you see it? I can't see it because my stupid mount is messing me up. But there, you can see the little gap. So let's put it all back together. Got this screw here. Let's go ahead and put another screw. It's gonna be hard. Let's hope your screwdrivers are magnetic. Damn it. For that reason. If it's not magnetic, hold it in place. I was just doing it for the camera. Hold the truck sideways and put it in. So from the top side we have one. You have 1, 2. You're going to have your center. Oh, these mounts. Center plate. Don't strip this one either. This one feels like right there. You got this guy, remember? This one is the longer screw. Let's put this guy in. There we go. Slide you in. Wait, is it this one? Yeah. Where's the hole? Sorry. There's no way it was that one. It was the long one. Whoop. Super long one. Goes through here. Up here. I missed it completely. This guy, the axle is all the way down there. Okay. Tighten it. There. Now we gotta make sure I remember where that long one came from. 1, 2, 3. Where did this long screw come from? I don't remember. Oh yeah, here. Why do I keep forgetting? Okay. So when we're up here, all this stuff is in the way, man. You're gonna put your motor back in. Put this back in. Motor. I don't know why they did it like this. Such a weird motor mount. It's not permanent. It's not held down by anything else. Your motor's hanging and putting all of its weight on it. But that's the way they did it. Now I'm confused. 1, 2, 3. I got 1, 2, 3 and only 2 holes. Only 2 screws. I gotta make sure I know which one has the longest. Well, could be this one. The long one goes in this one. Perhaps I'm messing up and that's the wrong one. Yeah, that can't be right. What did I do? You know what? I'm gonna look at the instructions and make sure I do this right.